Soda Squad back with another video. As y'all see what is in the title. Had to check this out. Got multiple emails about not only this video, but about WHOOPI. Get ready to lead a view, get fired from it, something, So we about to go ahead and check this video. Make sure y'all check out Doug and Exile. If y'all could send, prayers to Carlos' family. Is my friend from middle school, high school. He passed away yesterday in a car accident. And usually, I wouldn't put people's information out there, but definitely, I please, and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to find the link. I'm gonna try to send the link so y'all can check out the link in the description box down below to check out the GoFundMe and try to. His girl was a single, not a single mother, a stay-at-home mom. It's written in a GoFundMe, if I'm not mistaken. And she was at home a lot, and this to pay for expenses and monthly bills and food and whatnot. So it'd definitely be grateful. I mean, even if y'all can't just send out a prayer, it'd definitely help. This is his wife, by the way, but definitely sending prayers and condolences to Carlos's family. It's definitely sad, and it kind of got me a little sad this morning. Definitely did. Growing up with somebody and him being so young. It's 26. It's definitely sad. But if y'all can do that'll really, even if y'all don't even check out the GoFundMe, it'll be in the description box down below. Even if y'all don't, it's fine. Just to send a prayer. Prayers definitely help. People fail to realize that, one thing about it is God is strong. So make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go ahead and check this video, y'all.
Well, the ladies of The View weigh in on abortion and take a blind side at religion. Normally, I wouldn't weigh in on such a heavy topic. I try and keep it entertaining here. But these ladies, no one is advocating for the life of the unborn. So I have to weigh in. And that's the big question is, what is it? If it's human life, there's no excuse for taking it. If it's not human life, then there's no excuse needed to take it. It's a clump of cells, it's a chunk of rock, it's nothing. And that includes all of you when you were in the womb. You could be taken and it would not matter. But because it is human life, innocent human life, from conception, no one has a right to take it. I'm just going to offer that argument. I'm a voice for the unborn. I only want to know, do any of these ladies in this segment offer any argument that counters that? Because they will not argue from that position. So here's all the ladies on.
And y'all know I'm not gonna stop the video as too much, but me personally, coming from myself, and I would like to share with y'all that, me personally, I'm not a person that believes in abortion. Now, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite, and I'm not gonna be a person that say I never, believe abortion was a choice. I was, young once, still, fairly young, 25. But and a lot of y'all gonna be saying, oh, you're just a baby, and yeah, I get a lot. But when I was, when we had Rennie is about to be, she'll be 3 in April, next April, and when Chris found out she was pregnant with Rennie, it took me by surprise. I actually had just got out of a relationship, and me and Chris were talking, and and I that was like, my best friend, still my best friend to this day. We got 2 kids now, Love and Rennie. Rennie is our first. And I remember I told her, like, I don't know, I don't think we're ready for a kid. And basically, like, leading her to, like, I think we should think about, like, this whole thing. Basically, not telling her what to do. Like, you can't tell a woman what. One dude, I don't like when dudes do that. There's one thing I don't. Don't tell no woman, don't do that. Don't be a narcissist. But, one thing about it is, I literally, I was like, I don't think we're ready. I don't think, and kind of made us out. I had to think about it, think about it, and I can't remember exactly what, I know I as now I'm way more closer with God. I don't know back then. I don't want to lie, but it was like I had that like urge that like everything gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. And I ended up, we ended up having her. It was the most beautiful thing you could possibly witness. I don't care. I tell any dude that's scared for that. It's the most beautiful thing you can witness. And a lot of people say, "Oh, it's nasty. It's birthday." Man, that's the most beautiful thing you can witness. You witness so much around the room, just the atmosphere. Your woman, even though she's going through that, that tough pain or that the uncomfortableness. If you get the epidural or not, but you see all of that. You can experience that, and it's the most beautiful thing. Even just going through the pregnancy, and it's a beautiful thing. But a lot of people, as a lot of, I ain't gonna say no names, but a lot of people, they believe, oh yeah, I had abort. I'm a person, that now, no, I don't believe in it.
He's on The View. Many of them even claim to be pro-life, not offering one single pro-life argument I just gave you. I'm here to defend the unborn, and I'm here to defend every one of you who were once a fetus. That's all of us. A fertilized egg. We all came from it. So I'm advocating for all of you, regardless of your position on abortion. I'm here to fight for your life.
Last week, Katie Cox, a Dallas mother who was in a high risk for multiple pregnancy complications, was granted an abortion.
Just to articulate what was wrong with her baby, at 20 weeks pregnant, Cox learned her fetus had full trisomy 18, a chromosomal abnormality that is almost always fatal before birth or soon after. Only about 10% of the babies with this condition live to be even 1 year old. I want to give this baby every second of life. How terrible that you're only going to get 1 year on this earth and your parents are trying to take you out.
Man, listen, I done seen so many miracles. I done seen so many miracles. It be popping on TikTok, on YouTube, but so many miracles. Like, oh, my grandmother, she has she adopted son. They say he will never speak. He will never be able to use the bathroom on his own. He will never be able to do those things. He do all of those things. And people always talking about what's not gonna happen. You don't know what God got for you. Those people fail to realize you don't know what God got for you. You don't know. So you taking that chance. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna just no. You don't know that. That baby can live for a long time. You don't know that until that actually happens.
Inside the womb. And some of you have gotten abortions. I'm not here to pile judgment or guilt on you.
Facts.
I will always say that you ought to go and repent to God and have Him take care of that problem.
But after the Texas Attorney General appealed, the state Supreme Court overruled the first judge. This latest decision came just hours after she left the state to terminate this pregnancy because it's a problematic pregnancy. This isn't somebody who's just said, oh, I'm going to have it.
Just to be clear on this issue, all of these ladies would be for her terminating this pregnancy, even if the baby wasn't special needs. Even if it was fully healthy, they all advocate for taking this baby. So it's a moot point.
I don't understand why people who don't know how my body functions and what it does and what it needs, I don't know why they're in charge when I'm paying taxes. Get out of my uterus. Get out of my...
I want you to get out of the baby's uterus. Let's pretend the baby is a female in that womb. What makes you think you can destroy this baby and get involved in her uterus? WHOOPI is blind. They will not look. They will not consider it. I'm representing science. That baby has a uterus. It is scientific. If it doesn't yet, it will in a few weeks. I'm using her argument against her. What gives her the right to go and get into that baby's uterus and destroy it?
But when there are people at risk and there are a group of folks making decisions about my body, I don't get it. And this is not advocating or saying no to. I'm saying leave my body to me and my doctor.
Leave the baby's body to his doctor. That's how this is going to work for this entire show. What you say about the mother is there for the baby. It's what is it? It is human life, and you have no right to end it.
They say Cox's doctor did not establish or attest that Cox's symptoms were life-threatening, but noted it should be up to doctors, not judges, to decide whether to provide an abortion.
She's saying that a judge shouldn't have the right. I don't think doctors have the right to end life either. Neither do mothers. So the same argument that she uses against a judge, I would use against a doctor, and I would use against a mother.
You know, I think people hinge their they hinge their thoughts on religion.
Oh Lord, here it comes.
And this issue. We are not a theocracy.
That is the dumbest argument there is. We are not a theocracy. We're not an atheocracy either.
No. We are a democracy. And that is why
we're a democracy, and the democracy appointed that judge. So even if the judge decided to say it is my right, that would be put there by a democracy, and she would be overturning that democracy. I'm with her, actually. I don't care what a democracy says. I'm a moral human being. We're all moral human beings before we were ever born in this democracy, democratic republic.
Knows in the audience and at this table, I'm Catholic. So in my faith tells me I can't have an abortion. It's against God. It's a sin. It's all of these things. But I can't tell you what to do, or you what to do, or you what to do.
My faith tells me I can't eat human beings, but I can't tell you not to
do, because it's not a place for the government.
I'm a Christian, and there's something in the Bible that says deal with the plank in your eye before you fiddle with someone else's splinter. So it's already implied that you got a lot to work on. I got a lot to work on. You got a lot to work on. I don't have time to point fingers at other people. I got to get this together if I'm trying to go there. So it's healthcare.
And that just comes from nowhere. Don't judge others by different standards. You judge yourself. Oh, and it's healthcare.
Abortion is healthcare.
It is literally anti-healthcare. It is removing the health of the baby.
I don't rely on the dogma of being a Protestant or a Presbyterian, but same God you pray to, different answers in my prayer. So one thing that beyond the log in your eye, I was also taught that we had a judgment day, and it wasn't here.
Right.
We have judgment day, and it's not here, so don't judge that person over there who's a cannibal. It doesn't make it.
I'm just confused on like who actually watches them. Like, this is my first time like actually seeing, like, I'll always see clips, but not this many. And a lot of it just sound like it's just delusional. Like, you just, like, what are you talking about? It's not even
any sense, you dummy.
That you may believe that people are murdering babies and all those things, and you'll answer for your decisions, and I'm going to go ahead and answer for mine. That's all I'm responsible for.
Not comforting.
The part that gets me here is the hypocrisy of this issue in general. We care about a life, but not when it's actually living and needs social services because someone...
Oh, clap everyone at the dumb. Clap at the dumb. My wife and I give more money, not only time and money, and treasure and our lives to help women, including women who have had abortions, but women with tough pregnancies with their babies growing up. We help fund it. We help fund the poor. We help take care of families, all that we can. So I'll take that away from you. Not only that, but statistically, conservative evangelicals who are more pro-life give more charity across the board, including giving more time. We give more blood. It's people who believe like you who actually give less and help less women.
You talk about the privacy with guns. Like, I want my guns. I want to protect my guns, but you don't mind when you invade my body.
So dumb, I can't even follow.
Like the amount of times, death penalty, Sonny, we talk about it. Death penalty is usually a belief on the right. Well, what about that life? So we get to judge sometimes, we get to choose some lives.
No one will say the unborn life is worthy of a death penalty, which all of you are promoting right now. The baby has done nothing. The people who get the death penalty, allegedly, are, regardless of what you think of the issue, you'll at least agree that if they're guilty of something. You may not agree with the punishment, but to say that...
She's not making a valid point is what Doug is trying to say. She's not making a valid point. You can't sit there and compare apples to oranges. You can't sit there, like, you can't do that. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
The innocent human life is no different than a mass murderer. Is weird. again, these are morally retarded people.
We don't put enough into the mother's life.
Yep.
We're talking here, the reason it was always about viability is without that mother's life, this baby wouldn't exist.
Yeah, and if that mother's mother had an abortion, that mother wouldn't exist. At the very least, if your parents are pro-life enough to have you, you ought to be pro-life enough to have someone else. None of them, not one pro-lifer on The View, will represent half of America. I'm here to defend their sanctity. If their parents wanted to get rid of them, I would say you can't. I'm Doug.
That's just being real though. It's not necessarily like just being like, like mean or anything like that. And like I said, like I can't tell a person like what to do. Like I ain't about to be that person, but at the same time though, like I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even want to show y'all I'm one person that my apologies for that. I'm looking at my nails like, dang, bro, I need a little manicure or something. But anyways, like I was saying, and it's okay, fellas, to get a manicure. It's okay, especially if it's done by your girl. But anyways, I just I don't want to necessarily tell nobody, as far as what to do. I don't like that, especially when you need to do this, you need to, but at the same time, like, it's to the point where, if Chris, Chris obviously, she ends up pregnant again. We're both on the same page. Keeping a baby. But if she were to say, oh no, I don't know, we're gonna have, we're gonna have it. It becomes, we need to get in the zone right now. We need to, yes, we're gonna have this baby. But a lot of people, they're not looking at the fact, and it can go a long way. I mean, there's people that has stuff done, bad to them, to where they end up pregnant, or you have a person that just don't care. My grandmother has a adopted daughter now, and her mom, just have kids, have kids, and she every time I'm pretty sure she's in trouble so bad. I don't know what it's called, but when she has a kid, the judge automatically takes the child away, because she's not a mother. I mean, when you're on bad drugs and when you're on stuff like that happens. But it's so many different things on how far we can go with this conversation. But at the same time, I'm a person that's not for that abortion. I'm not. It definitely didn't take me long. It didn't take me long when we found out Rennie was coming, and Chris was pregnant. I literally, I'm pretty sure it didn't take me long. It didn't take me. I don't even think it took like a day or two, to even get my act right. But I'm telling y'all, it was the most beautiful thing, and love definitely was the most beautiful thing. Beautiful little girls that we have. Love just turned 3 months, and Rennie will be 3 years old next April. But definitely, and people always ask me, how does it feel to live with, how does it feel to have 3 girls? It's expensive, it's definitely expensive, but it's also fun, and it's also beautiful. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe. I definitely appreciate everybody tuning in, watching this shit. Make sure y'all go check out that GoFundMe or just send prayers. It'd definitely be appreciated. Much love to everybody. Thank y'all for everything. Catch y'all next one.